Hello again, my beautiful friends, and welcome back to another pick a card reading. So for today's video, we're going to be checking in with your person's current thoughts and feelings towards you. But before we get into that, I do want to take a moment to check in with you guys and make sure that you're taking care of your health and your body. So if you haven't had a chance to drink some water today, I would love it if you could take this as your reminder to go ahead and drink some water. We all need to stay hydrated, and it's really important. And if you've been sitting or laying for a while in the same position, I would love it if you could take this as your reminder to just get up and walk around for a few minutes or so, because I promise it'll get your blood flowing and your joints, your muscles, and your bones will truly thank you. But with that being said, let's go ahead and get into the video. So we've got 4 piles in front of us today. This is pile 1, 2, 3, and 4, and I'll give you guys a moment to just take a second, pause this video if you need to, and think about which of these is calling you in. Hello, my friends who chose pile 1. So if you guys felt attracted to the green aventurine pillar as well as the Austera tarot, then this reading is for you. And we're going to try and figure out your person's current thoughts and feelings towards you. But the first thing that we're going to do for you guys is grab a few cards to get a read on the overall energy that's currently surrounding your connection with your person. So what can you tell us about pile 1's connection with their person's spirit? What can you tell us about pile 1's connection? Okay, so we have the Knight of Pentacles, the 8 of Swords, and the 6 of Cups. So I think a lot of you guys are picking up on the energy of the person that you're asking about. I think that this is someone who you have a lot of faith that this person has feelings for you, and you have a lot of faith that they want to be with you, but I sense that there are some obstacles that are restricting this connection right now, and I think it's possible some of you guys are dealing with a separation, or maybe just your person distancing themselves or putting some type of wall up between you. I'm seeing this nostalgia, this desire to go back to the way that things once were, and I see that happening from both sides. I sense a lot of you guys have faith that your person wants to make an offer, and that they want to sort of come back into your life. You know that they feel that way, but you just don't understand what's holding them back. You don't understand why they're not making the choice to come towards you. And I sense a lot of it is that they feel a lot of insecurity right now. This is someone who likes to put on a strong front. They like to put on a brave face, but deep inside they have a lot of doubts within themselves. They have a lot of ways that they question their self-worth, and I think they feel like maybe they're not able to offer you what you deserve, and they feel a little bit intimidated by you as well. But they're really wanting to come back into your life with full force, and they're feeling a lot of longing for you. They're feeling like they miss you, pile 1. What else can we see here about your person's feelings towards you? Okay, so we have the Knight of Cups, the 7 of Pentacles, and the 9 of Pentacles. A lot of you guys might be concerned that this person is considering walking away from your connection, or maybe they're feeling like this connection isn't what's best for them. Some of you might have even had your person tell you that this connection isn't what's best for you. Because as I said, I'm picking up on this insecure energy, this self-doubt, and this feeling like they're not able to give you what you need. And it's possible that they've told you that they are just not what's best for you, and they've told you that maybe you deserve more. I sense that there is so much romance in this person's heart. And I think that whether you guys have heard it explicitly from your person or from spirit and from your intuition, you're very aware that this person has feelings for you. I think that there was a time in this connection where you guys didn't tell each other the way that you felt, but something has changed recently. Or before whatever like rift has happened between you. I think something has changed to where you're both kind of aware that you want each other in this way, or that you're interested in each other in this way. And that has sort of caused your person to do a lot of contemplating, do a lot of pulling back and thinking about what this connection means to them, and whether or not this is something that has the potential to be successful in the long term. I think your person has noticed some ways that you guys are incompatible, like they feel like sometimes it's difficult to get their point across with you, or it's difficult to get you to kind of understand where they're coming from. It's possible this is someone who you see as stubborn, like it's hard to get your point across with them as well, and sometimes you feel like you have to do a lot of extra work to explain yourself with them. But I sense they feel like you understand them still on a very deep level, and like the time that they've taken, the effort that they've taken to try and get you to understand or to try and communicate with you has really worked out, and you've really understood where they're coming from, or understood the things that they try to say, the feelings that they try to express. And so there's sort of this back and forth in your person's mind between the way this connection used to be, where it was really difficult to communicate, and the way this connection is now, where it's a lot easier to understand each other and to agree with each other. And I think they're really wondering whether or not there would be issues if you really moved things forward and made progress together because of some of the issues you've maybe had in the past. I see your person feeling this longing to communicate with you more and to have you influence the way that they feel here. I think they're at this space of indecision, and they want to hear more of your side, or they want to hear more of your perspective. But what else can we see here? We have death, and we have the 5 of Wands. A lot of you guys are going to hear from this person in dreams a lot more frequently soon. I sense that they're almost like embarrassed to express the true extent of their feelings, and it's something that they want to keep inside because they're kind of scared to let you know how much they're invested in this connection. I think your person's trying to protect themselves from hurt, like above all else, and they're kind of afraid that this connection is something that can hurt them. Again, I'm picking up on some type of argument or some type of disagreement in the past, a space where you guys really struggled to see eye to eye, and I think that really intimidated your person in a way where they feel like it's going to be difficult to make things work if there are obstacles between you further along in the relationship. And I think that they're struggling to open themselves up to you for that reason. I sense that your person is like, there's a lot of hesitance in this energy, and I think that they care so deeply about you, and I think that they struggle to admit that, but they genuinely would love to fight for you. They genuinely would love to be with you and be close with you, be intimate with you, but at the same time, I think they fear not being able to do that consistently, or maybe regretting that decision once they make it, and so they're kind of on this fence where they're going back and forth still. I think your person needs more time, pile 1. I think that they're like really thinking about things, and they're really trying to decide whether to make this choice with their head or to make it with their heart. Their heart really wants to be with you, but I think that their mind is telling them that it's not necessarily safe, or it's not necessarily a smart decision for them. But let's get some more information on their current thoughts about you guys. Spirit, what is pile one's person thinking about them? We have the Knight of Cups coming in here again. The Page of Swords. And the Two of Pentacles. So they're very curious about how you feel. And I think it's possible you guys aren't being entirely open about how important this person is to you. And I think that you've taken some actions to protect yourself from pain as well. And I think that you are kind of in a space where unless your person comes forward with the full extent of their feelings for you, you're not willing to let them know the full extent of your feelings for them. And I think that that's making them a little bit more uneasy because they find themselves just questioning how you feel, where you're at, how you view the relationship, and whether or not you would want to choose them if they were to choose you. I think for some of you guys, and maybe only a select few of you, there might be a third party that's here as an obstacle, or there could be a situationship or a complex type of relationship that's a little bit complicated, because I feel like there's this feeling of like openness coming from you guys, but at the same time I think that you feel like there's multiple options at play here, or there's like a more complex situation going on than just choosing your person or not choosing your person. And I sense that they're feeling a little bit wounded by that. They're feeling like they want to be your number one priority, but if they were to choose you as their priority, you wouldn't be able to do the same. And again, that could just be coming from this like self-doubt energy, this insecurity energy. But I think that your person is just really like scared. They're just really scared to come towards you in this connection because of a lot of the factors that are going on here. And they wonder if this is the right thing for them, because their interest in you, the way that they feel about you, it's something that's caused them painful emotions in the past, whether you guys are aware of that or not. And so they've been feeling very called to come towards you. I think they've been feeling very called by spirit, called by their intuition. Again, I don't know if I said this, but I sense you guys are going to be dreaming about this person a lot more soon, because I think they are feeling called in a very intuitive, very energetic way towards you. And I sense their dreams are calling them towards you as well. But I also feel like there's just a lot of like confusion coming in from their heart space, where they feel like maybe you wouldn't want to choose them, or like maybe things wouldn't work out between you. They're wondering if this is the right time for this connection, and they're wondering if you guys are on the same page about this connection. They're curious to know what's on your mind, and they're curious to get some clarity about something that happened in the past as well. It might be an argument, it might be a conversation, but it's something that happened before there was this pulling away energy that I'm seeing, this distance or this separation. So I sense they might want to have a conversation with you soon and just ask you for some clarity, or just ask you some questions about where you're at, how you're feeling, and just how things are going for you in general, as well as just your feelings for them right now. But with that being said, let's grab some predictions from the Black Moon Astrology Oracle. I'll grab a couple cards from here. Spirit, what is the energy for this connection going to look like in the near future? We've had Virgo pop out here. So, you know, your person kind of sitting, thinking, and considering is the energy I've picked up on as a whole. But let's see what else we have. Fire element, desire. I find it interesting that the fire element is seen as desire in this oracle deck, because you know, the fire element has to do with wands and the tarot, and I definitely see that as having to do with action as well. I think that sometimes desire is a funny thing, because you don't know whether or not it's going to lend to action, and you don't know whether or not, you know, it's just going to be a passion that like sits in someone that they don't necessarily act upon. And I think that your person is kind of going to be sitting in that space in the near future as well. A lot of you guys are very frustrated by the inaction or by the stagnation that's maybe been happening for this connection, but I sense that your person just needs some time to further understand what's going on in their mind. I think that something happened in this connection that made them feel very afraid. And that could be like an argument between you, but it could also just be that like their emotions got the best of them. You know, this is someone who really wants to seem put together on the outside. They don't want to lose their composure. And I think that the feelings that they've had for you are so intense and so significant that it's difficult to have those feelings without losing your composure. So I sense that your person's kind of afraid of engaging with that energy. And I think that it's going to take them some time before they feel entirely safe to come towards this connection again, because they really need to cool themselves down a little bit. But with that in mind, you guys, let's grab some messages from your person from my handmade messages deck. So I'm going to shuffle a bunch of them out and then we'll read them all at once. So Spirit, what does pile 1's person most want to say to them? Which of these is truest to their person's heart, Spirit? Lord. Okay, we've had a lot pop out here. Spirit, a couple more messages. Which of these is truest to their person's heart? Okay. I admire your maturity. So it's possible they lost control in some situation. My feelings are confusing. You are not just a friend. So maybe that's part of why their feelings are confusing. Maybe this was supposed to be a friendship, but things changed. Kiss me. I watch your social media. I picture us being together someday. I wish we could go back in time. So maybe they kind of regret something they did or something that they said. I want a family with you. Do you care about me, or is it all in my head? That is something I was picking up from the tarot, your person wondering if you care for them. I've liked you for a really long time, and you mean everything to me. So hopefully some of those resonated with you guys. The final thing that we'll do for this reading is grab some letter and zodiac charms for some confirmation that this was for you. So Spirit, which of these might apply to pile 1? And we'll do a couple more letters. Okay, so for zodiacs, you guys got Pisces, Cancer, Libra, Virgo, which was one of the things that came up for the Black Moon Astrology Oracle, Taurus, Sagittarius, and Aries. And then for letters, you guys got G, Z, I, U, J, P, Z again, M, and F. So hopefully some of those apply to you guys. The charms could be you or your person's sun signs, or possibly your big 3. The letters could be your initials, or maybe it spells something out for you guys. But the charms don't have to resonate with you at all. They are just a cherry on top for confirmation. And if the rest of the reading resonates, then it could definitely still be for you. But with that being said, pile 1, that's all that we have for your reading today. So I really hope that you enjoyed it and found it helpful. And if you did, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to my channel for more videos just like this. And if any of you guys are interested in a personal reading, I'll have my email in the description and in the comment section. So feel free to contact me there for some more information just about my pricing, the services that I offer, and everything like that. But I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and please don't forget to drink some water. Okay, bye-bye. Okay, hello my friends who chose pile 2. So if you felt attracted to the Tiger's Eye heart as well as the Game of Thrones tarot, then this reading is for you, and we're going to try and figure out your person's current thoughts and feelings towards you. But the first thing that we'll do for you guys is grab a few cards to get a read on the overall energy that's currently surrounding your connection with your person. So Spirit, what can you tell us about pile 2's connection with their person? What can you tell us about pile 2's connection with their person, Spirit? Okay, so we have the Two of Wands, the Ace of Wands, and we're going to grab one more, the World. Okay. So this definitely lends to a long distance connection of some kind. It's possible your person is consistently traveling, or maybe you're consistently traveling, or it's possible you just live in places that are very far from one another, and that makes it difficult to spend time together. But I sense a lot of you guys find yourselves waiting for this person to come back to you, waiting for this person to finally be there with you in person, and I feel like there's a very mutual sense of longing here, a mutual sense of missing each other and feeling desire for one another. I would say that this person is very interested in you, but I would also say that they're very invested in whatever it is that keeps them separate from you, whatever it is that keeps them sort of difficult to reach and far away. So that makes it a little bit more complicated for them, because I think they're not sure which parts of themselves to choose when it comes to this connection. But let's grab a little bit more information here about your person's current feelings towards you. Okay, so we have the Page of Swords, Justice, and then the Six of Cups. Okay. Okay, pile 2, your person is very deeply invested in this connection, I would say. I think that some of you guys sort of wonder whether or not that's true because of the amount of time maybe your person spends without messaging you or without seeing you in person, or whatever the case may be. I feel like they go long periods of time that leave you feeling curious as to how they feel, or curious as to where their head is at, or how they would define your connection. But I sense that, like, deep inside, they're very, very invested in you. They're very, very invested in what it is that you guys have going on. And I think that they really struggle to stop themselves from thinking about you, thinking about their next opportunity to communicate with you, to see you. And if, you know, maybe that's not true, like maybe your connection isn't an ongoing relationship. It's possible some of you guys are in separation with this person. But I would say that this energy is still true for your person right now. Like, I would say that this is someone who is consistently thinking about you, and who's consistently considering the next time they get to see you, the next time they get to speak with you. They're very excited to come back to you, to come back in, and to be able to really, really share just energy with you. I think that they want to come together. They want to come into union. I sense that there's just this very overwhelming, like, mental energy coming in from your person, where there's a lot that's going on in their life. I feel like there's a lot of events, eventful just energies coming in around them. It's possible that they're like going to events. It's possible they're going to like social gatherings, or meeting a lot of new people, or doing a lot of things when it comes to their job, or some type of adventure they could be on. But I sense that regardless of all of those energies that are really chaotic around them and that are really distracting for them, their mind still seems to come back to you, and it seems like they see you as this very consistent force that comes into their mind. And I think that they can't help but think about you, can't help but wonder about you. They consistently are wondering what you're up to. They consistently are wondering how you're feeling, how you're doing. And I think they see themselves as being very connected with you, almost like there's a soul contract here. I sense that they feel like they are bound to you in some way, like they are very committed to coming back to you, and at some point despite anything else that may be going on in their life, they feel like the road is going to lead back to you. And I sense that there's just this longing to be with you and this feeling of missing you that's coming in from your person's heart space. But what else can we see here, pile 2? We have the Queen of Cups. And we have the Knight of Pentacles. Okay. Your person feels very safe when they're around you. They feel like you're someone who is almost like this enigma, like you're very hard to understand. Your energy is very hard to understand. I wouldn't say you as a person are like difficult for your person to understand, but I think that it's almost like you've planted roots in your person and they're just like covered in these like wrapping vines and leaves having to do with you, and they don't understand how you've had this power to have such influence over them and to create that dynamic where they can't stop thinking about you. They can't seem to get away from thoughts of you, and it's almost like you are connected with their very soul. I sense that your person feels like there's so many things that they should be focused on at any given time, but a lot of times they're focused on you. And I think that they want to tell you that. They want to let you know how they feel. A lot of you guys have been sitting in a space for the majority of this connection, or at least right now, where you're very unclear as to whether or not you are a true priority to your person, or whether or not the time you've spent together is just something that they enjoyed on a superficial level. And I sense that it goes so much deeper than that for them. I sense that you're very important to them, and you're someone who they can't seem to stop thinking about. And I think that they're tired of trying to hide that. They're tired of trying to, again, sort of try to make this choice between being honest about how deeply they feel about this connection, but also being committed to, I think, a different aspect of their life. I think that they're trying to stop pushing you away out of fear that it's going to mean that they have to lose something, or out of fear that things aren't going to be able to work out, whether it be because of distance or whether it be because of other circumstances going on in their life. They're very interested and ready to, I think, come in with some kind of offer and come in with some kind of communication of the deeper emotions that are happening in their heart space. But let's get some more information on like what they're thinking about you right now. We have the 7 of Swords, the 9 of Swords, and the World coming in here again. I think a lot of you guys are, you know, kind of worried that you're not on your person's mind. Like that's a big thing that I'm picking up for you, but you are very much on your person's mind to the point where it's like scary for them, because they genuinely can't stop thinking about you. They genuinely can't stop thinking about what they need to do in order to be closer to you, in order to be with you. And I think they're kind of afraid that you don't feel the same way, or that you don't have that same energy. I think that your person would sort of travel the world in order to be with you. They feel like even though there might be distance between you, or there might be some obstacle blocking the way, they feel like they would sort of do anything for you. They would pick up their life for you. They would travel the world for you. And I think they're really considering the depth of their emotions and the depth of their feelings, and they're kind of considering what it is they're willing to do for this connection. What are they willing to sacrifice? What are they willing to give up? They feel kind of tangled in this confusion of what that means, and like what choices there are to be made, knowing that they're willing to sort of give anything in order to be with you. I sense that like there has been a lot of fear in the past, and there's been a lot of hesitance in the past that has stopped them from being able to tell you this, or that stopped them from being able to act on this. But that fear has sort of faded away, and it's kind of transitioning into this frustration, like this being fed up with having on a mask or hiding your true emotions. And they're kind of tired of it. They're kind of tired of denying who they truly are or how they truly feel. I sense with the 7 of Swords, it's like there's this passion in your person's heart, there's this passion in their soul, and they're sitting on the information of how they feel. Like it's like all of these swords are coming from all sides. They feel like almost threatened, by the prospect of letting these emotions out or letting out the truth or telling you what it actually is. So instead they choose to be deceptive or kind of like ignore the truth of their emotions and maybe lie by omission in some ways, like not really tell you what's going on in their mind. But I feel like there's so much information that they're sitting on that if you knew what it was, if you knew how your person truly felt, you might be genuinely shocked, because they really care about you so deeply, and you really are someone who is so important to them. I sense this is someone who you feel like you don't want to like try to control them, or you don't want to compromise their freedom. And I think that you feel like they're someone with a lot of opportunities or a lot of different choices at their disposal of things they could be doing, people they could be spending time with or speaking to. And because of that, you doubt that you are someone who they would see as a priority. But I feel like that's really not the case here. Like your person is very much thinking only of you and prioritizing only you in this moment. And they find themselves for many days at a time or weeks at a time thinking of only you. But let's grab a couple of predictions for the near future from the Black Moon Astrology Oracle, you guys. So I'll grab a couple of cards to get a read on the energy for the near future for this connection, pile 2. So we have the 7th house, partners, and the 7th house is the house of contracts as well. I feel like there's some kind of soul contract here, and some of you might think the story has ended with this person, or you might not be able to justify thinking that this person might think of you as often as you think of them, or that this connection is important. But I sense that there is a lot of like destined energy here, and a lot of like things that your higher self is doing to intertwine you with this person's path. And they feel very much in partnership with you on a spiritual level, pile 2. Okay, water element, sensing. So I feel like in many ways this is confirmation for you guys, pile 2, that there's some sort of psychic connection going on here, even despite some distance that may be happening or a lack of contact. But I feel like your person's feelings are going to be made a lot more clear to you, whether it be psychically or in person. Again, I'm seeing them feeling a strong desire to come in with an offer. So it's possible they're going to give you an offer of love, or come in for a partnership or some type of official relationship between you guys. But I sense that things are on their way to changing within this connection, especially when it comes to having clarity with your person's feelings, but also when it comes to the way that you guys choose to define your relationship. I think something's going to be made official very soon. You guys are going to sort of be honest with one another, and I think that you guys are very intuitive people, and I think that you understand and you can feel in the energy that something big is happening, or something is shifting and changing, to a point where the intensity of your person's feelings are becoming greater than they once were. But with that being said, guys, let's grab some messages from my messages deck. So Spirit, what does pile 2's person most want to say to them? Which of these is truest to their person's heart? Okay. Okay. So we have, I am planning to reconnect with you when I'm ready. So a person planning to come in, perhaps. If you call, I'll come. You will hear from me again. So a lot of you guys in separation getting a lot of reassurance here. They want to reconnect with you. They want to come to you, and also like you will hear from them again. I really want to make love to you. So a lot of attraction coming in here. Can this be our little secret? So again, possibly something keeping them from you. I just don't want this to end. I am drawn to listen to your opinion. I have asked the tarot about us. I am planning to make it up to you. And don't take it personally, I'm just going through a lot. So hopefully some of those resonated with you guys. The final thing we'll do for this reading is grab some letter and zodiac charms for some confirmation that this was for you. So Spirit, which of these might apply to pile 2? Which of these does pile 2 have to see today? Okay, so for zodiacs, you guys got Libra, Pisces, Taurus, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Aries. And for letters, you guys got D, O, M, Q, P, X, F, Y, C, S, and X again. So maybe that could be you or your person's initials, or it could spell something out for you guys. The zodiacs could be your sun signs or possibly your big 3, but the charms don't have to apply to you guys at all. They are just a cherry on top for confirmation, and if the rest of the reading resonates, then it could definitely still be for you. But I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. I hope you found it helpful, and if you did, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to my channel for more videos just like this. And if any of you guys are interested in a personal reading about your specific situation, I have my email in the description and in the comment section, so you guys can contact me there for some more information just about my pricing and the services that I offer and everything like that. But I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and please don't forget to drink some water. Okay, bye-bye. Okay, well, hello, my friends who chose pile 3. So if you guys felt attracted to the Amethyst as well as the Vivid Journey Tarot, then this reading is for you. And we're going to try and figure out your person's current thoughts and feelings towards you. But the first thing we'll do for you guys is grab a few cards to get a read on the overall energy that's currently surrounding your connection with your person. So Spirit, what do we need to know about pile 3's connection with their person? What can you tell us about pile 3's connection? Okay, so we have the Devil, the Ten of Swords, and the Magician. So, okay, I feel like a lot of you guys, you've been in this for a long time. I feel like there's sort of a cycle that's going on here, and you almost feel like this person you're asking about is someone who you want, but you don't want to want them. I sense this is someone. Some of you guys might even actively dislike this person just from the energy that I'm feeling, and that might be a message for a select few of you, but I sense that like you just don't understand why you miss them so much. You don't understand why you feel so attached to them. And I feel like this is a situation where they struggle to really give you clarity, and they struggle to give you consistency as well. And you find yourself sort of feeling a lot of negative thoughts and a lot of negative feelings when you're around this person. And yet you just still feel very attracted to them. I sense this person cares very deeply for you, and this is someone who, like, they've liked you for a long time, and you're almost like this priority for them. Like, you're very important to them because they see your connection and they see the way they feel about you as something that's very different from the way they feel about anybody else. I feel like they feel this connection goes to like the deepest depths of their soul, like it goes right to the bone, the way that you can affect them, the way that you can influence them, and it's almost like they feel triggered by you at times because of how deeply you can impact them and how easy it is for the things that you say or the things that you do to impact and influence them. So I sense that there have been some endings in the past for this connection, and I sense that in the recent past there has been some miscommunication and maybe even a separation. And your person very much feels like everything is okay, or is trying to in some way find a way back into your life or find a way back into communication with you, but they feel like things aren't totally okay, or they feel like they still need to get a read on how you feel about them, and they're very nervous to make that move. When for you guys, I think that you might be holding a grudge in some way, and you are expecting so much more from them than they are expecting to give you in their desires to come back into your life. But let's get some more information on your person's feelings for you guys, pile 3. We have Judgment. We have the Hanged Man. Yeah, wow. And we have the Knight of Cups. This person, I mean, they like you. Like, they really, really like you a lot, and this is very spiritual for them. I would say that this is something that, again, goes deeper than any connection they've ever felt with anybody before. It's like something that they don't know how to describe, but they've just always felt like it's inevitable that they be with you, or like you're like a dream person to them. Like they've just always seen you as sort of like a goal, or as an accomplishment if they were to ever be with you, if they were to ever have an opportunity to have something more with you. So I sense this highly romantic energy, and almost like they're romanticizing you in their mind. Like they have this vision of you that is very perfect, and that is very ideal. By the way, this Devil card is Capricorn energy, and then we've also got some Pisces energy coming in with this Hanged Man card. But I feel like your person believes their connection with you is very spiritual, but they feel like right now this is something that they've had to give up, or it's something that they've had to sacrifice because they needed to take some time for themselves. They needed to take some time to, I think, process and internalize some feelings. This is someone who is very much an internal processor, and like when they're uncomfortable expressing the way that they feel, it's because they're just uncomfortable with the emotions in the first place, and they're very overwhelmed by needing to express them to another person. And I think that this connection maybe got to a point where they felt uncomfortable. It's interesting because I feel like you guys view this person as kind of toxic in some way, or like harmful to you in some way. Like I'm getting a message from Spirit that a lot of you watching this reading feel like this is someone who, whenever they're in your life, you feel like you're experiencing negative emotions, and you feel like you're experiencing negative thoughts about yourself or insecurities because you feel maybe unseen by your person, or you just feel like they're kind of toxic in some way. But I feel like this energy coming from your person isn't necessarily toxic, but more so unhealed or immature in some way. Like I feel like they just are really struggling with finding the right way to express themselves, and they really felt like they needed to take a step back from you because they were so overwhelmed by that, and they didn't want to take any steps in this connection that would have been the wrong choice, or that would have been something they ended up regretting. But I think that now they're feeling a lot more ready to come in and express themselves to you, and they're feeling a lot of like romantic feelings towards you. I think that they have thought a lot about you recently, and they are really in like understanding how important you are to them, and like how much they love the time that you spend together, and how precious that is to them, and how much they just really, really want to have that again, how much they really just miss you, and want to spend time with you and be in communication with you and feel the way that used to make them feel. And I sense that they really want to express that to you. They almost want to find a way to tell you, but again, I think they're really afraid that you're not going to be happy with them, or you're not going to want them back into your life. Yeah, I mean, we have this Queen of Swords. This Queen of Swords is usually seen as sort of like a scorned woman. You know what I mean? Someone who's been hurt, someone who's been betrayed in some way, and someone who I think has a lot to be upset about. And I feel like this represents you guys, whether you are a woman or you aren't. You know, your person is looking towards you and feeling very romantic, feeling very much like they want to show you their affection, but you guys are kind of looking away from them and feeling scorned a little bit, or feeling hurt. And there's a lot that you're not going to allow, I think, from your person, because you just don't have a high tolerance for BS at times, and I feel like they're going to have to do a lot if they want to make things up to you, or if they want to make you happy with them again. But then we have the Six of Pentacles coming in here too. This is someone who wants to give you guys an apology. This is, you know, your person really wants for you guys to be made aware of how they were feeling. And I think that there's a lot of clarity to be had here, a lot of clarity that your person wants to give you, that you're going to feel very like seen by what your person has to say. You're going to feel very considered. You're going to feel very understood. And I think it's going to, shift the way that you are currently viewing them and the way you're currently viewing this connection. This person just really, really wants to let you know what's on their heart. And I think recently they've come into like some really big spiritual realizations and some really big spiritual growth moments for themselves. And you would kind of be shocked to sort of see what's on their mind or see what mindset they're in. And be a little bit proud of them as well. But I feel like they are just so excited to come in and let you know how they feel. They're just kind of nervous to do that, but they have so much to give you and so much to offer you if you were to let them in and if you were to communicate with them. And I sense that they're going to try to communicate in the near future, pile 3, and I like almost want to guarantee that like whoever you guys are asking about pile 3, this person wants to come in and communicate, and I think they're going to try in the very near future, within the next few weeks, you guys. Maybe sooner than that. But let's look at more of their thoughts towards you. We have the 7 of Wands. We have the Empress. There's that like this cherished energy, like your person. We also have the Queen of Wands. But your person truly sees you as like one of the most important people they've ever been interested in. I think that they've never felt so deeply attracted to someone before. I think they've never felt so deeply connected with someone and felt like someone is as important to them as you guys are. And so that's like a really important energy for them. And I think that they want to show you that. They want to tell you that in some way. And I think you guys are going to be flattered by whatever it is your person has to tell you, because if you knew the way that they thought of you, you would be very like happy, and you would be very flattered. They're going to make some type of effort, and they're going to try to get you to let your guard down. And I think whatever it is that they do to try to do that is going to be very charming, and it's going to definitely get this person into your good graces, you guys. Like I feel like there's some type of offer, some type of apology coming that's going to make you guys feel very happy with them and very happy with whatever it is that they have to say. They're sort of thinking this up and thinking up what it is that they want to tell you, and it's a lot about like what they truly think of you and what you truly mean to them, and the reasons behind some of their past choices, and something about defensiveness. Like they want to explain that they've been defensive because of all of these things, because you seem so important and you seem so far above them in some way, and I think that a lot of what they have to say is going to be very flattering for a lot of you guys. But let's grab some predictions for the near future with the Black Moon Astrology Oracle. So we have Grand Trine, blessings. This also represents a rarity, so something that you might not expect, something that you might feel like is a long shot for you guys. I feel like some things like that are coming in for this connection. Again, especially when it comes to your person. Like we have this Devil card here, so it's possible they've been in this like toxic cycle or something to do with like not changing, not growing up, not improving when it comes to the way that they interact with others. But I sense that something big is coming in where you're going to be very shocked and impressed by how much your person has grown. And then we also have 4th house, roots. And I definitely sense that your person wants to come in for communication. We have Gemini at the bottom of the deck too. And I think that like you're not only on your person's mind right now, like it's something bigger than that. It's something like they just feel very, very called to come towards you, which is why I said with a lot of certainty that you're going to be hearing a lot of like big feelings from them, a lot of big emotions from them that are going to make you feel a lot more secure in this connection, and just secure as a person too, because you're going to be very flattered by what this person tells you, and you will know that it's the truth. Like this person I think you're asking about is someone who has admired and cherished you for a long time. And I think that once you learn the details of that, you're going to sort of get like a big head about it. Like there's going to be something that really fluffs up your ego, you guys. But let's grab some message cards from my messages deck, you guys. So Spirit, what does pile 3's person most want to tell them? Which of these is truest to their person's heart? What does pile 3's person most want to tell them? Okay. So we have commitment scares me, but you don't. I still want to be a part of this connection. I never told you the truth. See, I feel like some truth is going to be spoken from your person soon. Can you forgive me? I am terrified to lose you. I just want to talk to you. Yeah, that's what I was picking up on too, very much wanting to communicate. I am trying not to hurt anyone. There are so many things I haven't told you. Wow. I never told you the truth. I just want to talk to you. There's so many things I haven't told you. A lot on their mind that they want to say. I'm so grateful for how patient you are with me. No one has ever touched my heart like you did. That's what I was describing from the tarot as well. I've got big plans for us. And I want to get to know you better. So hopefully some of those resonate with you guys. The final thing we're going to do for this reading is grab some letter and zodiac charms for some confirmation that this was for you. So Spirit, which of these might apply to pile 3? Which of these do you want to show to pile 3, Spirit? Which, by the way, I never actually look in the bowl. I always look away so I'm not biased when I'm picking these out. Let's grab a couple more letters. All right. So for zodiacs, you guys got Libra, Scorpio, Pisces, Aquarius, Sagittarius, and Cancer. And then for letters, you guys got O, U, J, L, E, A, D, P, and R. So maybe that spells something out for you guys, or it could be you or your person's initials. The zodiacs could be your sun signs or possibly your big 3, but if the terms don't apply to you at all, that's also totally fine. They are just a cherry on top for confirmation, and if the rest of the reading resonates, then it could definitely still be for you. But I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. I hope you guys found it helpful, and if you did, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to my channel for more videos just like this. And if any of you guys are interested in a personal reading about your specific situation, I have my email in the description and in the comment section, so you guys can contact me there for some more information just about my pricing and the services that I offer and everything like that. But I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and please don't forget to drink some water. Bye bye. Alright, well hello my friends who chose pile 4. So if you guys felt attracted to the Green Aventurine Heart as well as the Light Seers Tarot, then this reading is for you. And we're going to try and figure out your person's current thoughts and feelings towards you. The first thing that we're going to do for you guys is grab a few cards to get a read on the overall energy that is currently surrounding your connection with your person. So Spirit, what do we need to know about pile 4's connection with their person? Okay, so we have the Queen of Wands, the Four of Pentacles, and the Magician. Wow. So I sense this is someone who really thinks about you guys often. I feel like you are very consistently on their mind, and I think they feel like you have a lot of influence on them. This is someone who usually has their guard up. I feel like they're usually cold, they're usually kind of distant to their romantic partners, and it's hard to get them to open up, it's hard to get them to be vulnerable, but I sense that you guys just have this person sort of under your spell in a way, and they feel very mesmerized and very enchanted by you, and I think that of anyone, you're someone who they are very willing to let their guard down for. You're someone they're very willing to get close to, and I think that even though they really struggle with expressing themselves, usually they are very willing to try to express themselves for you. I feel like they're really thinking a lot about like the fact that they want to keep you and they want to keep you happy and they want to hold on to you, and so they're kind of wanting to know what they need to do in order to do that. They feel like there's so much that they need to do in order to keep you around, because they're just so excited about a future with you, about a relationship with you, that they're kind of seeing themselves as like moldable. Like they have so much that they could change, or so many ways that they could grow in order to make you guys happy, pile 4. But what else can we see here about your person's feelings? Okay, so we have the High Priestess, the King of Pentacles. Again, this energy of like, your person's very willing to work on this connection, and I feel like that's something big that's coming in. Oh, and the 10 of Pentacles. This is a very positive energy, pile 4. It's a very auspicious energy as well. I sense with this 10 of Pentacles and with this King of Pentacles, it's possible your person like sees a life with you. They very much see a future. They see a family. They see maybe even a marriage and kids and things like that. For a specific few of you guys, you are maybe thinking about moving in with your person or living together with your person, because I see your person feeling like you remind them of home. Like when they're around you, they feel like they're home. Maybe just your energy creates this home-like feeling for them, but I sense that they are just very, very interested in having this beautiful future with you, because they want to imagine themselves coming home to you. They want to imagine themselves getting to be next to you at all times. Like this is someone with very serious thoughts about the future for this relationship, because of how much like you can get them to feel, and how easily you can get them to feel vulnerable, and how much they just feel like they trust you. I sense that there's a lot of unknowns when it comes to this connection or any connection, but I sense that they just feel like they can trust you. They feel like they can feel safe with you, even though they can't really feel safe or feel trust for other people a lot of the time. So yeah, pile 4, I feel like your person is just really envisioning a future. Like they feel like they are home when they're with you, and even though there's so much unknown and there's so much that scares them, I think, about this connection, because it's so powerful and it's so serious in their eyes, there's also so much confidence that they feel that they want to work on things. They want to build something with you. They want to work on themselves in order to make you happy, and they feel like you just have this way about you of just like slipping past their walls, slipping past their defenses, and getting to the softest parts of their heart, and they just really appreciate that about you guys. But what else can we see here, Spirit? We have Justice. Oh my goodness. And the 2 of Cups. Wow. Pile 4, your person feels like you guys are soulmates. Your person truly believes that they are just meant to be with you in every way. Like I'm feeling this energy that's so like overwhelming of like they see such a future. They see such a love with you. A lot of you guys, like the person you're asking about, you're in a relationship with them already. I sense that this is someone who's thinking about marriage. This is someone who's thinking about the future in such a serious way, but they feel so committed to you. They feel so dedicated to you. You are the only person who they have their eyes on, who they care about. This 2 of Cups tells me that if you guys are taking this connection seriously with your person, if you guys are thinking about a future, if you guys are thinking about how much you feel like you're meant to be with them, I sense that those feelings are mutual. Your person feels the same way, and they want that with you. They feel very aligned with you. They feel very much like you are their soulmate, like you are their partner, and they, I think, appreciate how deep this connection goes, and they appreciate the fact that they've just never felt this way about anybody before. They've never felt so confident to be with someone, so confident that they want to be with someone, and that they want a future with someone, because you guys might not know it, but you've done things for your person that no one's ever done for them before, whether that be emotionally, whether that be when it comes to communication, or it could be when it comes to your gestures or your consistency or the way that you've been there for your person. Like they've just never had someone be there for them in the same way that you are there for them. You've had patience with them, and you really made them feel like they can trust you. And I sense in many ways too, like they've done so much for you that they've never done for anybody else before, whether that be gestures of their their love, gestures of their affection, just the way that they talk to you or the way that they act around you. Like they've just never been this open, they've never been this vulnerable. For some of you guys, you might still feel like they're cold, or you might still feel like they're closed off or like they're distant, but I sense this is someone, I mean, they've got their guard very much up. They're not someone who wears their heart on their sleeve, and they're not someone who's usually open about the way that they feel. So you know, the amount they've opened up to you so far is big. Like it's very big. It shows so much trust, and it shows so much faith in this connection. But let's look more into your person's thoughts towards you. Okay, so we have the Three of Swords coming out here. We have the King of Cups, and we have the Six of Swords. So your person is thinking that you've helped heal them. Or maybe that you could help heal them if you haven't done it yet. But I sense that they feel that you are someone who has truly fortified their heart, has truly strengthened their ability to control their emotions, their emotional maturity as well. Like they feel like you have helped them to move past a phase of their life where they're still affected by hurt, or where they're still very triggered by hurt, or where it's just they feel this woundedness deep in their heart, and it's affecting their emotional well-being. It's affecting every way that they interact with people, or the ways that they react to people. There are some wounds from their past that have been affecting those things, and that have been such a part of their emotional landscape that they never thought they could find a way out of it. And I sense that you guys, just in your energy, especially just energetically in the energy you've sent towards this person of, I feel sort of unconditional love coming from you guys. They feel so deeply healed. They feel so deeply strong. Like they feel like they have the courage and the strength now to be able to walk away from pain, walk away from this phase of their life where they were consumed by pain, and just finally make a transition out of that energy where they felt like that pain or that wound or that heartbreak is controlling them. So there's just like so much beautiful energy coming in for the way that you're making your person feel, and the way that they're like thinking of you. They feel like you have almost swooped them up and like saved them. But let's grab some near future predictions from the Black Moon Astrology Oracle, you guys. Spirit, what will the energy look like for this connection in the near future? So we have Aquarius, I know, and Black Moon Lilith, mystery. So pile 4, I feel like Spirit is really calling for you guys to have faith in your person. Spirit is calling for you guys to understand that when it comes to some of the things that you might take issue with the way they communicate, or the way that they make you feel at times, your person really wants to learn what they need to learn in order to make you happy. But at the same time, I feel like they also are really struggling with a lot of things that are very confusing for them, a lot of things and parts of themselves that they haven't quite come to terms with yet, and parts of themselves that I think they've been told by society or by parents or by past partners that they're not supposed to have these parts of themselves. They're not supposed to show them to the world or be proud of them, or feel anything but shame for the emotions you're asking your person to sort of feel fearlessly and express fearlessly. Like these things are things that they've been taught they're supposed to be afraid of. They've been taught they're supposed to hide it from the world. They've been taught they're supposed to be ashamed that they feel this way. And so I think that there's a lot of vulnerability that you guys maybe want from your person, that you're going to need some patience as they learn and grow and kind of understand how to travel through that territory, and how to give you what you're looking for, give you what you need. And I think that your person learning new things, your person growing in new ways is what's coming in the near future. And I think you guys also learning new things and growing in new ways is what's coming in the near future. It's sort of traveling through this space that's forbidden, or this space that has sort of sit in the dark for a long time. And I think that there's going to be sort of a liberation and sort of a fearlessness and a shamelessness that comes from really traveling through these emotions and really getting more vulnerable, where your person will feel a lot more confident to do that in the future. But I think they first need to be uplifted, and they need to be a little bit supported as well. Aquarius is sort of like the savior of humanity, someone who's a humanitarian, someone who wants to help others who are in need. And I think Spirit is kind of asking you to play that part for right now, because it's going to yield a lot of results in the future. But let's grab some messages from your person, you guys. Spirit, what does pile 4's person most want to say to them right now? Which of these is truest to their person's heart? Okay. So we have please don't leave. I like that you are unpredictable, but it scares me. So maybe there's a part of you guys with that Queen of Wands energy that is like so mesmerizing and so enchanting, but it also means that even though you can be entertaining in the way you're unpredictable, your person, it makes it so that they don't know whether or not you are going to stay with them, whether or not you're going to be with them forever. You make me a better person. So yeah, they're learning more things, they're growing. I have scars you don't know about. So vulnerability, I think, is your person's biggest struggle, pile 4. So I sense that there's a lot of things they haven't told you, just about like the wounds they've gotten in the past. I know that you are really smart. It kills me that I hurt you. So yeah, something they're trying to change or grow from. The truth is, I'm not over you. I regret what I did to you back then. So yeah, something that they want to make up for, you guys. You don't have to question my feelings ever. They're there. You don't know how many times I almost called you. So I feel like you guys are frustrated with communication. You're not getting enough communication, but you don't know how much your person is considering communicating with you, but then kind of deciding against it, I think, because of these vulnerability issues we were seeing before. I see myself in you more than anyone. Our connection scares me, and I will never admit it, but I think I need you. So hopefully some of those resonate with you guys. Hopefully some of those make sense with you guys. The final thing we'll do for this reading is grab some letter and zodiac charms for some confirmation that this was for you. So Spirit, which of these might apply to pile 4? Which of these does pile 4 need to see? Okay, so for zodiacs, you guys got Capricorn, Scorpio, Pisces, Libra, Sagittarius, and Gemini. And then for letters, you guys got Y, M, Y, O, K, W, S, and B. So maybe that spells something out for you guys, or it could be you or your person's initials. The zodiacs could be your sun signs or possibly your big 3, but if the charms don't apply to you at all, that's also totally fine. They are just a cherry on top for confirmation, and if the rest of the reading resonates, then it could definitely still be for you. But I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to my channel for more videos just like this. And if any of you guys are interested in a personal reading about your specific situation, I have my email in the description and in the comment section, so you guys can contact me there for some more information just on my pricing and my services and everything like that. But yeah, hope you have a great rest of your day, and please don't forget to drink some water. Okay, bye bye.